Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the time. What I'm going to walk you through over the next 20 minutes is Agentron. So, Agentron, what is Agentron? It's an AI business operating OS. We are building it, and our tagline is workflow that works themselves. So, let me start the problem we are solving. So, here the unglamorous truth about how sales support and finance team actually spend their time. So 60% of their work is plumbing, not strategy, not creative work, just repetitive keystroke qualifying the same leads, answering the same FAQs, matching the same invoices. And the cost of plumbing is brutal. Inbound leads sit for 4 hours on an average before anyone responds, and the conversation drops 7x after the first task, the revenue dying in someone's inbox. So, and also every manual invoices and AP clerk processes cost about $8 in labor. $8 in labor is quite expensive if you calculate at 200 invoices in a month, that is around $1,600 wasted on data entry. And the people who feel the worst are agency operators. They are juggling 40 plus broken clients workflows every single week. Now, Zapier, N10, HubSpot, automation all exist. So why hasn't this problem been solved? That's the question. Because every one of those tools still need a human to drag every node, debug every schema break, and rebuild from scratch when an API changes. They scale by adding more humans. That's the gap. So here's what we are building instead. Our solution. Agentron is an AI-based operation OS. Four things makes it different. AI agent that completes the work. So AI agent that actually completes the works, not chatbot that suggests answers. Five cooperative agents that execute end to end in your existing tools. Gmail for Gmail, HubSpot, Stripe, Notion, Zoho. Second, three desks on one runtime, which means sales, support, finance, ops all share the same workflow builder, the same knowledge layer, the same governance. You don't buy three tools, you buy one. Third, which is self-healing workflow. And this is the moat. When an integration schema changes overnight and breaks 40 plus clients, automation or repair agents diagnose it, patches it, sandbox test the fix, and deploy without anyone waiting up at 2 a.m., which is brutal. Fourth, governance shipped with the runtime. So governance is in the box. Approval flows, cost monitoring, kill switches, immutable audit logs, shipped with runtime on day one. Most agent platforms ship the runtime and bolt governance on later. We don't. That combination is why this can't be Zapier with AI. Let me show you how it actually flows. So how it works. 5 steps end to end under this. Trigger arrives could be a form of submission, a chat message, a CRM event. Our architect agent plan. So our architect agent read the intent and design the workflow graph. The user either type the sentence in plain English or pick the template. Either way, the architect figure out what needs to happen. So third is gate. Before anything runs, the risk engine checks the autonomy rules. Some actions auto execute, like reading the CRM. Some need approval, like processing the payment over thresholds. Some are human only, like issuing refunds. These rules are configurable per workspace. Fourth, the executor agent that runs each step by calling the right tool, Gmail, HubSpot, Stripe, whatever the workflow needs. Through the observer, which is heal and log, watching every run. If something breaks, repair patches it, and every single action, input, output, cost, approval is written into an immutable auto log. So here you can see sales flashback workflows less than 60 seconds to end, support FAQ, support frequently asked questions, sub-second first response. So the sales flashback runs in under 60 seconds end to end. Supports FAQ, get a sub-second first response. That's not aspirational, that's what running in the prototype today. Now let's talk about the market we are going after. So I'll keep the market sizing crispy. So the total addressable global workflow automation is 26 billion today and growing to 50 billion by 2030. That's everybody in the sense Zapier, Make, Enerton, Work, Workato, Muzzlesoft, and every vertical RPA tool. SAM, which is Agentic AI Ops Automation. A serviceable slice is Agentic AI Ops Automation carves out that 5 to 7 billion today, growing to 20 billion by 2030. This is the AI native executive layer, not the deterministic RPA tools. SOM, which is some $50 million. SOM, what can we realistically reach in year one? $50, $50 million. That math is roughly 10,000 agency operator globally multiplied by our $99 month team tire multiplied by 50% reachable through our existing channel. Now there is a punchline point to put a line. Our year one target, as you can see, which is 1,000 paying customer, which is 50K in MRR. So that's 0.1% of SOM penetration, penetration, 1/10 of 1%, which is quite good. If we hit our target, we have barely scratched the surface. That's the room we have to grow. And the timing matters more than the size. Let me show you why. There are three things makes this now movement, not a 2027 moment. So here's the chart, and the TAM is compounding at 18% annually. The SAM or slice is compounding at 30%. That's the curve, as you can see. LangGraph adopt, LangGraph adoption is up to 30% month over month in early 2026, and it hit 40 million ARR on the same open code licensing model we are using. That's proof the model work at scale. Three more signals. As you can see here, the NCP standard for tool calling was just ratified. Google launched Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform, which validates that the category is enterprise ready. And this is the urgency. LangGraph is shipping their Cloud and Studio product in the next 6 to 12 months. When they ship, they close in the window. We have a 6 to 12 month head start. That's why we are launching very soon. around Q4, not even Q4, within Q3, I guess. Speaking of competitors, let me show exactly where we stand. So I'm going to be direct. Every single tool on this market matrix is a real competitor and they all do something very well. So Zapier, Zapier and Make have a great drag drop builder, and it has open core community. LangGraph is the gold standard library for engineers. HubSpot workflow is fine. If you're 100% on HubSpot, Syria and Decagon are excellent support AI agents. But look at the right column, which is Agentron. Nobody else does all of this. You can see, right? Nobody self-heal on schema, the drift. Nobody is multi-tenant from version 1. Nobody runs sales, support, and finance on one runtime. Nobody has a real mobile approval flow. Nobody ships an AI control tower with a 4-level skill switch in the box. We are not winning on a single feature. We are winning on the combination, and that combination requires architectural decision. You make at start, not retrofits you bolt on later. Let me make those differentiators concrete. So 6 differentiated. I'll go fast. This compound on each other. Point is first point is self-healing workflows. So this is our biggest mode. It requires a reflex loop plus standard re-execution workflow version, a deep engineering mode. That's deep engineering investment, not a feature you ship in sprint. NL plus drag drop on the same canvas. Type a sentence or drag blocks. Competitors force you to pick one paradigm. 3 desks on runtime. Vertical SaaS players each only one vertical SaaS player each only do one. We do all. 3 on the same funding. Multi-tenant from day one. Agencies run 10 to 50 client workspace from one account. Zapier and Anatan built single trick tenant retrofine. That is the painful and slow. AI control tower. Approval inbox, cost monitor, 4-level kill switch, immutable audit logs, governance, ship with runtime not bolted on later. Open core AGPL plus commercial. AGPL plus commercial, and it can hit 40 million ARR on this exact model. The community grows the integration long tail, the commercial license protects revenue. Any one of those is copyable, all 6 together is not. Let me show you what the product actually looks like. So here you can see this is an illustrative final UL lines by Suno, but here's the shape of the product. So this is the dashboard. This is a mock dashboard. One on the left, operator daily home screen, live runs, success rate, today's pending approvals. The 3 rows below are the actual workflow log. A lead came in and invoice is waiting, a ticket auto resolved. So here you can see 6 key screen production. So which is this by June 7. That's a target. So here we go. Where you create workflow, the dashboard, the daily operation view, the AI control tower for leadership oversight, the mobile approval flows, push notification tab to approval done, the template library 20 ready to clone template 1 day 1, and the audit log explorer. Every action immutable, 7 years retention exportable for compliances. So I'll send around the high rating mocks separate after this. So the now for the technical folks in the room, here's how this is built. 4 layers. I'll keep at the management level, not deep technical. So client. Next.js, we are using Next.js for web, React Native for mobile, single code base for iOS, and Android Y, Zapier, Exo. Okay. Backend, fast API for API ingest for durable workflow execution. So run, survive, crashes, and retries safely. And LangGraph as the agent supervisor. Tool layer, which is this is the MCP protocol plus the composition aggregator. Out of the box, we have access to 1000 plus app credentials are scope per workspace. They never cross tenants. Data and infra. So Supabase for the database with row level security enforcing multi-tenant isolation and the database layer, not the application layer. That's the strongest possible isolation guarantee. So cross-cutting. ILLM routing layers cost optimizes across Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google for distribution. Tracing, Centauri, Loki, Grafana for observability. Nothing here is exotic. It's all production grade, battle tested tech. Now, the 5 agent I keep mentioning, here's how they are. Architect. These are the 5 AI agents, 5 cooperative agents. Each has a single well-defined job. So architect is the planner, reads up from our templates, figure out what needs to happen, design the workflow graphs, outputs a JSON file. The rest of the system can execute. Executor, uh, Executor is the runtime, runs each step by calling the right tool, has identity key, so it tries don't double execute. This is the workhouse. And observer, observer is read only, so it just watches, looks for failures, schema drift, anomalies, and signals, repair when something needs attention. So the second last is repair. Repair is the self-healing agent, uses a reflection loop in the sense it diagnoses what went wrong, proposes a patch, validates the patch in the sandbox, then deploys for schema drift, especially with a target 80 to 90 auto resolution. Orchestrator is the supervisor root work between the other four manager, the state machine escalator to humans when bounded retries are exhausted. And every action, every action passes six guardrails: policy, in, input, retrieval, tool output, monitoring, plus per workflow, autonomy config, and hard cost cap. Nothing slips through the unchecked. And three quick slides on the feature set, one for each user type I'm will be going through. So here is super admin. So super admin console platform. Fast slide, this is the internal console. So our own ops team uses to run the platform in the sense tenant management platform, health, platform-wide cost tracking, eval, dashboard for AI quality incident management, feature flags for gradual rollouts, release management with one click, rollback, and stripe billing mirror. This is how we keep the platform running, no customer facing but critical. Now the customer facing version is client dashboard. This is what customer sees, the AI control tower in their workspace. So the grid, live operations with under 1 minute lag, approval inbox on web and mobile push. That's how we capture the after hours, decision windows, competitive losses, cost monitor, in the sense with hard gaps. Agentic AI cost runway is the hashtag one after of bias. Hashtag one fears of bias, and we solve it visibly. A four-level kill switch, top one agent, one workflow, one account, or the entire platform, one click. Policy manager, which is immutable audit log with 7-year retention, ROI dashboard that's code ready, and team and workspace management for agency operator. Every feature here is via requirement from our customer interview. And finally, the end user experience. There are three hero numbers, as you can see. So 10 minute to first workflow run, and the Zapier baseline is 1 to 2 hours. 20 templates is ready on day one, 8 for sales, 6 for support, 6 for finance. Of this covers everything we deferred from the MV, so end users value is preserved. 1000 plus integration by MCP and Comsito. The rest is the developer friendly stuff, NL to drag drop on the same canvas, sandbox testing before deploy, mobile push approvals, motion backend, knowledge layer with mandatory source citation on every AI answer, and will have a voice support on the sales onboarding via Gemini Live. Fire tires. So this is other fire tires. Free $0, that's the wedge, 100 runs per month. Pro $49, unlimited runs, which is quite good. And the team plan, which is also the business and the enterprise. So here is the 3-year revenue trajectory. Year one, we closed 1,000 paying customers, 50k MRR to 600k MRR. Year two, 3,500 customer, and so on, as you can see. And so why will customer actually pay this? Here is the ROI math. So I'm gonna explain you this. This is the slide we run on the sales call. So for example, one team tire customer, 3 flagship workflow, an SDR handling 500 inbound leads. A monthly cost is around $2,500 to $4,000. Agentron does it in $99 plus about $25 in LLM cost. That's a 95% cost reduction. A support agent handling 1,000 tickets at 40% reduction cost, which is $3,000 per month. Agentron does it in $99 plan, which is quite good, which reduces 96% reduction on deflection tickets, and AP processing 200 invoices month cost, which I talked about it, which costs around $600 per month. Agentron does it for $99, which is quite good. So the big number, as you can see. So here we go. 7,000 to 9,000 a month manually. Agentron replaces all three for 159 a month in total. That's 15 to 16 to 50 to 60x ROI, which is very good. So now what does this actually cost us to them? So as you can see, AWS Fargate will cost around $15. Supabase, which is free and which will cost around 0 to 25 using RLs. Elastic Cache Redis $12 was plus ingest 3 S plus S3, which will cost around 20 to 40 and 25, and the rest, as you can see, it's quite not that expensive in terms of MVP. So infrastructure wise, we are good. So how we go to market? Here's the plan. So as you can see, 5 phases, 5 weeks. Phase one starting May 11, which is been done. foundation repo, auth, multi-tenant, database first integration via, and phase 2 is sales desk MVP, the flash sales workflow running end-to-end YouTube demo publishes, which is May 17, and support desk MVP, Notion knowledge base indexing, rest test integration, YouTube demo, finance ops desk plus the mobile app. We submit to test flight and Google Play internal AI control tower and launch polish. Then we ship product hunt on Tuesday, which is June of 10th, which is a product launch. And there we go, the ask, which brings me what I need from you. Infrastructure scales from $150 per month at MVP to 3K month at 1000 users LLM credits, which is quite good, I guess. And so so this is a 5 week sprint. Phase 1 starts May 11. Milestone, we have 5 milestones. MVP complete is around June 10. Milestone 6 is 50 paying customers is around July 26. That's a milestone. So we are team of 18. Yeah, that's all it is, I guess. Thank you.